Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Alex. This is my first official YouTube video. I've always had an interest in YouTube, but I've never really had the chance or the time to really put myself out there and create some awesome content. With the whole pandemic happening, there's a lot of time on people's hands, myself included, so I decided to just take up on this new hobby of creating some awesome content for you guys. If you like what you see, give me some feedback. Feedback is always appreciated. Leave it in the comment section below. If you like what I'm talking about, you like my channel, just subscribe, spread the word, promote. You know how it goes. So with that being said, I woke up this morning and my buddy, a good buddy of mine, Francis, he has sent me this thing on WhatsApp. So I click this link and it takes me to a YouTube video. And this video is of blacks and Africans in China being evicted and thrown out onto the streets. So I don't know if you've seen some of the footage, but you haven't, here's some of the footage, so take a look.
Look at everybody outside. Everybody's outside. Look at the Chinese police. They won't allow us to rest. They chased us away from our house. We don't have anywhere to live. They are pursuing us. Why?
Like that. Look at the small daughter and you ask us to move out. And you send us to the streets. And then you brought our things, packed everything on the streets. And then you left.
No worry. Chinese everywhere, Chinese Africa, Chinese my country.
Chinese for my country.
Chinese for my country, Chinese leave my country. We not do Chinese anything. Chinese Africa everywhere. Chinese my country, Chinese leave Africa. But Africa not talk. Look at rain beat us your country. Look at rain beat us.
So after seeing this footage, I was very angry, but I was also confused because of what was going on in the world and the nature of the pandemic and the roots of it and where it started from, mainly being in China. You'd think that the government of China would be more empathetic towards people. This isn't anything new. I just feel like wherever there's black people are always treated as second-class citizens. And we're not scum. We're human beings. We're people too. And I don't know what blacks do to deserve this kind of hate and this unfair treatment, but it's gotta stop. And I think it's about damn time that we start raising awareness to these issues. I know we have these awesome platforms, all these tools available at our fingertips that we can use to combat this, but it's bullshit. It's racist, it's unfair, and it has to stop. Just seeing the people, mainly Nigerians, Kenyans, Zimbabweans, foreigners, blacks, just being thrown out into the streets in China like that, it just breaks my heart. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't know how accurate, or I don't know what the narrative or the real reasons behind this, but based off of the videos and some of the feeds that I had seen, they're trying to say that foreigners are the reason why the coronavirus has come to China, and they're screening people and they're taking all necessary measures and precautions to ensure the safety of the Chinese people. I mean, it's fair from their end, but in the eyes of the world and in the eyes of the people on the other side of the treatment, it's unfair. How can you treat people like that? We're human as well. We're just as human as they are. So it just strikes me as racist when you see some of these things happen. I don't know what the blacks in China have been doing to warrant that, but some of them are helpless. Some of them are students, businessmen, businesswomen, and they're law-abiding citizens. I don't want to paint all Chinese people with the same brush, but because in some of the footage that I had seen, some Chinese were actually speaking out against this. They took to some of their social medias to say that it's unfair to treat people like that. So I commend the people who are doing that, because that's a huge thing in China. You know, through all the censorship that they have to go through, it's not an easy thing to speak up or speak against what the government is doing. So I commend them for that. And for all those that are bringing food and blankets and jackets and all that stuff to the people being kicked out and being thrown on the streets, I commend you guys for that as well. So thank you for looking after our people. And that's how the world should be, man. There's good people everywhere. Every country has its set of good people, its set of bad people. The main issue at hand is that an oppressive government like that should not be doing that. You should be embracing people and doing everything you can to show the same love and treat everybody with the same respect, treat everybody with the same equality, and make sure that everybody has the supports that they need, because at the end of the day, we're all human beings. Whether you're black, white, Spanish, blue, brown, whatever you want to call yourself, we should all be treated fairly and equally. And I think a lot of the problems stem from Africans or blacks having a dependency on other races as well too. We also need to do for self as well too. And I think there's no better time than now. We should also make it our priority to really focus on developing our economies and strengthening our countries, both socially and economically. So let us come together as a people, let us unite, and let's get things done. We also need to start supporting ourselves more and stop looking to over the waters. Stop looking over the waters for the answers. The answers are back home. The answers are in the land. The answer is in Africa. The answer itself is in the countries, the people. We need better leaders. We need to hold them accountable. And I think part of the solution, or the next steps of what should happen, is we need to look towards our leaders to bring our people back home. So whether it's the Nigerian government, the Kenyan government, the Zimbabwe government, wherever the people that are being kicked out are from, the government needs to take action, come up with evacuation plan, and go and get their people, get their citizens, and bring them back home. And once you bring them back home, then we can think of what the next steps are going to be. How should we deal our day-to-day interactions with the people of China or the government of China? We need to do more because we are distracted. And while we're distracted, everybody else is making plans. And the plan is excluding us. If you're not at the table, then you're on the menu. And it's deep. We Africans need to be at the table because we're on everybody's menu. Our land, our resources, our people. So we need to start being serious. We need to take care of each other, and we need to stay focused. With that being said, thank you for listening to my little rant. Raise awareness and do your part, man. Put your people first. There's nothing wrong with that. And don't hate. Lead by example. And be kind to people, but treat people accordingly as to how you want to be treated as well too. Let's not be racist, but let's put our foot down. With that being said, my name is Alex, and hey, I'm just doing my part. Thank you.